The broadcast you're about to hear is a special sports presentation brought to you by WPEX-FM 90.9.
Hey, take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. 'Cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Welcome back to Miller Field right here on FM 90.9 WPEX. This tonight's contest will be against the Lions will be taking on the press box announcer. Actually, the Chamber of Conference, coached by Johnny Powell. And I think Johnny Powell is trying to get our attention. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Barry's going to be batting first here. And he's going to go ahead and take a look at DJ Coleman's going to be starting out pitching for the Lions today. And we've seen him pitch some pretty good pitches so far this year. Hopefully he can keep it up there. And I think we got a lineup from him, which is, okay, we'll go with that.
Okay, we do have a lineup. Check this out, though. Already a change by Johnny Powell says Steve Ferguson is not there, so you can scratch him out.
Okay.
I don't know how. I guess they'll just move everybody up, I suppose. Both of these are very, very good teams, and of course they're about one game behind the Rotary.
But the bat first is going to be Mr. Barry Spruill. We've seen Barry hit a lot of hits today, so we know he can definitely hit the ball when need be. That's for sure.
And this one's going to be a foul back. First one by DJ Coleman, foul back, so he'll be in there for strike number 1.
Good catch.
Again, DJ Coleman is starting pitching for the Lions. Will Smith on first base. And he had a home run last game. This one's going to be foul back again. Strike number 2. 1 ball, no balls, and 2 strikes.
Barry is just swinging that bat there. He's looking for that hit badly. You can tell.
So real quickly, count goes 0-2. Just getting things started here at Miller Field. Lions in the chamber. Here comes the next pitch.
Oh, he caught him
and
a little too aggressive.
That one.
Strike 3.
And he says, I wish I had that one back.
Yeah,
Number 3.
Logan Powell coming to the bat here now for the, what do I have? Hold on, I'm on the wrong thing. I don't know why I did that to me.
1 down.
So Logan Powell now is up to bat. Here comes the pitch. Hard hit ball by Logan Powell. This one go to the right center, but JoJo McMillan made it look easy and now being there for the second out.
How did he get over there, man? He's on the left side of the field. He got all the way over to the right side for that out.
JoJo McMillan. Did we get that one on tape?
Oh, yeah, we got that on tape.
Oh, that was a beautiful play by JoJo
That was
McMillan.
a great play by JoJo.
Brings up the second out. Here comes the next pitch to Drew. And here comes the next pitch. It's going to be a hard hit ball and knocked down. They're going to try to throw him. If it in time, no, will miss it. And that will put a runner on first base. So Pumphrey is on first base for the chamber with 2 outs. And here comes Joel Lawson last game against these 2 clubs. He hit a home run. Oh, here comes the pitch to Juwan Lawson from Coleman. This one's going to be high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strike. Juwan Lawson's had a bit of trouble this year, but then now he's wearing glasses, and ever since then he's been doing real well. Here comes the next pitch. Hard line drive ball will go up to the center field all the way to the fence. Drew will hold up at second base because a good play again by JoJo McMillan, getting that back up and picking up and limited that good play to a single, Robbie.
At the plate, Josh Bronson.
So runners on first and second, though, with 2 outs. Josh Bronson is up to bat for the chamber. Here comes the pitch. Coleman now looks at the at the pitcher's mound, spits, and now covers it up. Now he's ready to pitch. Here comes the pitch. Way a little bit high for ball one.
Pay attention, guys.
And a missed throw by the catcher, but that's okay. No harm done. Everybody remains. John will remain at first base, and Pumphrey remained at second. 1 ball and no strikes. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. And now brings the count to 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs. Here at the top of the first. Just getting things going here at Miller Field. Chamber and the Lions. A rematch from last week. Here comes now the pitch. Hard hit ball right up the center, and that will be an all. Here comes, everybody will hold up, and that base is loaded.
Not a good situation to be in if you're the Lions.
Ron Crafton is up with bases loaded with 2 outs.
All right, Ross, keep it going.
Followed by Ryan Dalton, RD. He's on deck. Here comes now the pitch. And this one's going to be a line drive, but it'll go foul down the first base line. Now being there for strike number 1. No balls in, 1 strike. So now Coleman gets back and reset. Will Smith gets back and lines up. Here comes the pitch. And this one's going to be into the dirt almost. That one's going to be for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Crafton. So already.
And already you lost your signal.
Yep. That's going to be foul back for strike number 2. Or is that 1?
That's strike 1 according to my list here.
All right, yeah, all right. Strike 1.
But my list is off because I've been trying to figure out what had an error here.
Here comes Comey now with the pitch. Hard hit ball, but this will be foul. That will be strike number 2 no matter what. 2-2 goes to count with 2 outs.
Yeah, when I changed the, when I pulled that extra person off the lineup, it caused a few issues.
Bases are loaded. Here comes now the pitch. And it's a hard hit ball. This is going to drop in there. Okay, Pumphrey is going to score. Lawson will score.
Put in the ball, Ross.
And just like that, it's 2-0 in favor of the Chamber. And this is kind of what we thought that could happen, Robbie.
And this is exactly what you did not want to see happen if you're the Lions, that's for sure. And sometimes when it rains, it pours, right? RD at the bat now for the Chamber of Commerce.
Come on, RD.
The Chamber, just like that, it's almost halfway, a little bit halfway through their batting order. Here comes the pitch. And that ball will go foul for RD and there for strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike.
I think RD got a little excited and went chasing after that one.
So no balls and 1 strike here in the first inning. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike number 2.
The runner will, of course, take off to second, pretty much unopposed.
So Crafton goes down to second base.
That was Gil Bronson on third and Crafton on second. The stat computer self-destructed, I'm afraid. I've been trying to figure it out over here.
Here comes now the pitch. Hard hit ball. Oh, what a play. They're going to try to go to first, and they get him.
Oh, that was close.
And that was awful close. And Will Smith, you got to hand it to Will Smith. He made a very, very good play in getting that one at first base.
Oh, that was a very good play there.
Big boy, and he was able to stretch that one out. So, as we go to the bottom, it's 2-0 as we go now to the bottom of the first inning with the Lions coming up. It's 2-0 in favor of the Chamber. We'll be back right after this.
Need trustworthy, qualified individuals to handle your payroll, bookkeeping, or taxes? The doctors are on call. You need the accounting surgeons. Contact Mary today and set up your appointment. Put your business in safe and confidential hands, the hands of the accounting surgeons. Call Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The phone number to call is 434-538-0595. The accounting surgeons, located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe.
What does your world sound like? That's geography. The music of the world around you. Geography is people, places, environments, and economics. Geography gives us the framework for understanding our world. But sadly, our kids aren't getting enough of it. Half can't locate economic powers like Japan and India, and 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. That's why we created MyWonderfulWorld.org. It's part of a free National Geographic-led campaign to give our kids the power of global knowledge. Go to MyWonderfulWorld.org to learn more and get your free parent and teacher action kits. It's a wonderful world.
We're back here at Miller Field as we go to the bottom of the second, 2-0. A slight Chamber lead, and Juwan Lawson for the Chamber will be starting off pitching. And the interesting with this is the first time he's pitched with his glasses on.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see how he's going to do with that.
See how it's different from most of the other times there. We've seen, Lawson's always had some amazing speed to him, but his accuracies tended to suffer after about the first or second inning. So we'll see how this changes here. Up first will be, if I'm not mistaken, will be Austin Golden for the Lions. See how he does against the Juwan Lawson here.
I don't have a cheat sheet over here, so I got to look at what you got.
The problem is my thing it goes right with it there. It's the reason why, trust me.
All right, batter up. Coming to the plate, Austin Golden.
With JoJo McMillan behind him on deck. Here we go.
Shortstop.
Okay, here comes down the pitch. Lawson, this one's going to be high and inside for ball number 1. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
Lions need to chip away that 2-run lead there that the Chambers managed to put up on him here early.
Here comes Lawson. This one's going to be
in the dirt.
Down in the dirt, or pretty low anyway. Now being in for ball number 2. That thing was so far down in the dirt, actually, I'll have to get a rototiller to get the ball out. Anyway, here comes now the pitch. 2 balls and no strikes. That's what I got. Here comes the next pitch. That one's going to be straight down in there.
That was in there. No doubt about that one.
Nice pitch, actually. Wasn't too fast, though. But nice pitch, just right down the middle for strike number 1. That puts 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes now Lawson with the next pitch. That was right at the knees for strike number 2. That was a little bit low, but into the strike zone. Now bring the count 2-2.
Well, after 2 pitches there, Lawson's kind of gotten his groove there, starting to hit those strike zones with ease almost.
Here comes the next pitch from Lawson, and a hard hit ball. This was going to go to Powell, and they will throw it to RD. They will get that out number 1.
Throw to first is in time.
So out number 1, and we've got
JoJo McMillan to bat.
JoJo McMillan up.
Number 1, JoJo McMillan.
What the hell, RD?
JoJo is, of course, one of the better hitters here and the better players all around for the Lions. So if anyone's going to be able to get a good hit here, this is the man right now.
JoJo McMillan kind of playing towards the back end of the batter's box, anticipating Juwan's fast playing. That one's way down in the dirt for ball 1.
I think that one just slipped out of his hands that time.
Well, sometimes that happens, and you get that. You try to throw some sort of a different type of spin on the ball or whatever, like a breaking ball, and it just comes away from you. That's all.
Yeah, it is 90-some degrees outside. That's not too surprising. You're going to get a little sweat in that ball every now and then and mess you up.
Here comes down the pitch. And that was actually right down the middle, swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, that one was around 60 miles per hour on that one, too. That was that was definitely Juwan's fastball.
Give him a target there, Barry.
So 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Here comes the next pitch. That one's going to be down low. And that's in there for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Joe's kind of got to be patient here. Try to anticipate the throw here, not to get too aggressive and go after the bad ones that Lawson's going to throw at him here.
JoJo has a lot of fun playing this ball game. He's always smiling. Even if he strikes out, he'll be smiling. Here comes the next pitch. And that one's going to be high for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Good eye there on JoJo. Stop himself swinging there.
JoJo McMillan plays for the middle school. Is a star player on that team. Plays here in the rec league and has done extremely well playing for the Lions. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Juwan.
Oh.
And that
Whoa.
one, that one, he tried to pull back, and it actually tipped his bat. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Well, I'll bring the count to full.
He was kind of robbed that time. He was trying to get out of the way that time and hit his bat for a strike.
So he's playing very, very crowding the plate almost. Here comes the next pitch. And a hard hit ball. This one's going to get past the second baseman, and he gets a nice base hit.
Right field.
Now bring up Mr. Lex Schwabington at the bat here for the Lions.
Lex Schwabington.
So let's see what Lex can do. Now Juwan is got some sweat on his glasses or something and needs to pull them off and see what the deal is. Now he puts them back on.
You see those things fogging up on him in the game, isn't he?
Well, as hot as it is out there, and you know, I can see it's easy. Well, that put JoJo McMillan for the Lions on first base with 1 out. Here comes the pitch. Way high for Juwan.
And JoJo's
the only problem is
5 feet off the plate there.
The only problem is Juwan's still having a little bit of that control problem we talked about earlier in the game.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've seen once Juwan finds his groove, he usually throws a lot of good pitches. They're almost impossible to hit, but then he'll lose control for a few pitches and have to get control back. It's kind of a give and take.
Here comes this pitch. This one's
that.
That was pretty good right there, down in for strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Juwan looked over at JoJo McMillan at first base, getting ready to throw it to first. JoJo dives back and gets safe. Here comes the next pitch. This one's way down low for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strike.
Was JoJo taking that huge lead off first base, trying to entice Lawson to throw it to him.
Well, trying to get a bad throw or bad play to advance him around.
Yep.
2 balls and 1 strike with 1 out. JoJo McMillan on first for the line. Here comes the pitch. Way low. That'll be ball number 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here at the bottom of the first, and Chamber leading the Lions though, but only 2-0. Chamber has 1 out against the line, but JoJo McMillan's on first base. Here comes now the pitch. And that one's going to be high, and that's going to be ball 4. It should be.
Yep.
And it is.
That puts McMillan on second and Schwabington on second with William Lee up the bat for the.
JoJo on second.
William hit the bat for the Lions. I think William hit a home run the other day.
Number 10.
No mistake.
And here comes they might switch pitches quick. I don't think they do it quite
they're not
yet.
swapping this.
Okay.
They're just telling him to calm down, maybe slow down a little bit.
Here's the thing. As you know, as we saw last week when these two teams played, Will got a hold of one,
knocked it out of the park,
and put one a nice home run right over the center field fence. So
if you can get a hold of it, it'll go a ways, and that's probably what Coach Powell is telling him now, saying, listen, this guy's going to be a power hitter. My outfielder's playing back. I want you guys infield to be ready for a ground ball. He's probably telling Lawson to throw it high, so anything he gets a hold of will go into the ground and let the infield have a chance at it. And there's Logan Powell giving some advice now too, and the catcher giving advice. The only person not giving any advice is Lawson. He's the one taking all the advice.
Lawson has only part of his shirt tucked in. Just the front end of his shirt tucked in. The rest of it is it's out. I'm surprised they didn't call him on that.
That's a new style, you know. Didn't you know that?
No, I did know that. Well, here we go. Runners on first and second for the Lions.
William Lee at the bat for the Lions.
Here comes the pitch to William Lee. And this one's going to be low for ball 1. Trouble is with 1 out, a walk is not good at this point.
No, it's not. But the Lions really needs a good, nice base hit or a double. They'll bring in a run or 2.
Here comes now the pitch from Juwan. And this one's right down the middle, and Lee takes it and gets a piece of it. Fortunately for Juwan, that went foul.
And only thing that hurt was our crowd, Mike.
1 ball and 1 strike now to Lee. So Juwan looks, now takes aim. Runners on first and second.
Oh,
way high. He went for it. But that was high. That would be in there. That'd have been a ball.
Even William kind of nodding his head on that one. He knows he should have done that.
So that's got to protect the plate with 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And if I would lost, I'd be throwing him another high one, see if I can goad him into it twice.
I gotta go complain to it. Ball and service don't work.
Well, here comes now the pitch. Hard hit ball. This one's going to get through. Good. And it's going to go all the way to the fence.
A big double. They'll bring in 2 runs maybe.
Now 1 run will score. They're going to
bring him. Oh, they're going to stop
him. Number 5 will hold up at
third. That'd be
third base.
Swampington.
And so Swampington will hold up at third base.
Good job on the outfield getting that back into the infield in time. I thought for sure that was going to be a 2-run hit there.
And Lee hit a good one right there to right.
Man, was ever
for right center and got through to second baseman. And now the score is only a 1-run difference.
That brings Jacob Morris to the bat for the Lions. Jacob Morris is a pretty decent hitter too.
But here goes the pitch, and that was way high.
But he went for it.
Joan got lucky. He went for it anyway, now being up strike 1.
It looked so good. Bring it down, little Jake. Give me a shot.
And that's what happens when you get in an exciting game and a close game, and sometimes you're ready to hit that ball.
Oh yeah, you want a piece of it.
Here comes now the pitch. And this one's going to be right low for ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Count goes 1-1.
Nobody will.
Coach Lyons giving some advice to Lex over there on third base. Telling him, if he misses that ball, once you're running at full speed there, go in for it.
So with a 1-1 count, here comes the next pitch. Way high again for ball number 2, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Barry Sproul back there playing the catcher for the Chamber, doing an excellent job. I don't think much has really gotten past him so far today. Of course, that's helped that Juan's been throwing him in there pretty good too.
Give me a shot, Jake.
2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the next pitch. And now hard hit ball, and that will go foul.
Hard foul though.
And boy, oh boy, if that would have gotten through, and if it was fair, that'd have been another double.
Straight it out.
That would have definitely scored.
I was on my toes.
That would have definitely scored the runner on third base. But
I think you almost hit the coach back there with that hit.
But since you only got 1 out, even a long fly ball, they could tag up and come in.
Would be worth it. Yep.
So RBI at this point be a good thing too. Now Joan takes a look at a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch.
Oh.
The ball's way. And actually the ball was thrown so hard but so high, he hit off the backstop and came rolling all the way back to Joan.
Of course, Matthew's got a good angle there. You can see Matthew's got a good angle there, seeing the third base and the hitter there.
So 3 balls and 2 strikes. The count goes full. Let's see what Joan's going to give him now. Here comes the pitch. And this one's going to be in there, ball number 4.
Oh, wow,
and that loads the bases up for the Lions.
And that brings up Mr. DJ Coleman, who has had quite a few hits this year.
Load him up for DJ Coleman, number 9.
We know DJ can get a hold of the ball when he hits. When he gets a good shot on it, he's hitting one pretty good too.
Chambers got a 2-1 lead so far over the Lions, but with 1 out, they got a runners at first, second, and third with base loaded. Here comes the pitch to DJ. And a swing and miss.
Way late. Yeah, I think DJ just didn't have his speed down.
That was also way high too.
Yeah, Lawson just sped that one way up.
Lawson got lucky on that one because that would have been a ball that was high.
Yep.
Here comes the next pitch. And that one's low, just the opposite. It brings the count to 1-1.
You know, and this is what you want to do if you're the Lions. You want to work that pitcher. You want to work. I mean, Lawson is a good pitcher, but he only threw him so many balls before he gets tired. He's already up to 30 throws so far. That's just the first inning. You have to wear him down.
Here comes the next pitch. And that one was pretty good. He swung and missed that one. Now bring the count to go 1 ball and 2 strikes. But you're right about that. And already, he's had a lot of full counts, a lot of 2-2. And first thing you know, you do score, 30 balls. You throw 30 balls before it's over. This one's going to be high. Now bring in 2-2 count. But first thing you know, that's how you wear your pitcher out.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're up to only the 6th batter, and he's already up to 30 pitches. I mean, wow, that's a lot of pitches this early in the game.
Usually you don't want that in this league. You don't want that until at least the third inning.
You don't want to see no more than 15 in the first inning at the most.
Here comes now the pitch. Way high. That brings another full count. That's exactly what we were talking about. So poor Lawson maybe get worn out in this heat and may not even get out of the first inning.
Well, he's also running less than, he's running behind on his strike and ball ratio. 17 balls to 14 strikes.
So this is an important one. That walk is going to bring a run in and tie the ball game up.
That's a strike.
That's a strike, and that's going to take Coleman on out.
But you know what? Like I said, you made him throw a lot to get there, so it's not, didn't work out to you. Well, it's not what you want exactly. It's still not a bad thing.
That brings up who?
Kevin Dalton.
At the plate, Kevin Dalton.
So Kevin is up. Full bases are still full. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be high for ball one.
Just a little high that time.
Chambers holding on to a one-run lead, 2-1 right now. Here at the bottom of the first.
Lions have
one big hit that is going to bust this game open for the Lions. Here comes the pitch.
Strike.
Nice pitch, and that was a nice pitch.
That
right
was
down the
that
middle.
was a burner there.
Yep. That count goes 1-1. If Lawson gets out of this one with no more runners scored, he'd be lucky.
Oh yeah.
He'll think his lucky stars. Here comes now the pitch from Lawson. Swing and a miss, strike number 2.
And you see what's happening. The Lions just aren't able to cope with how fast he's throwing the ball. All their swings have been late swings.
Good talking there, Barry.
I'd be telling my people to back up in that box as much as possible, kind of like JoJo did when he was up to bat.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here comes a pitch. This was, that was a strike 3, but that was weird. I don't know about that one. But anyway, nevertheless, they get a lucky one, then low one, and that will be, as we go to the top of the second, 2-1, Chamber leading. We will be back right after this.
Need trustworthy, qualified individuals to handle your payroll, bookkeeping, or taxes? The doctors are on call. You need the accounting surgeons. Contact Mary today and set up your appointment. Put your business in safe and confidential hands, the hands of the accounting surgeons. Call Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The phone number to call is 434-538-0595. The accounting surgeons, located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe.
What does your world sound like? That's geography, the music of the world around you. Geography is people, places, environments, and economics. Geography gives us the framework for understanding our world. But sadly, our kids aren't getting enough of it. Half can't locate economic powers like Japan and India, and 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. That's why we created MyWonderfulWorld.org. It's part of a free National Geographic-led campaign to give our kids the power of global knowledge. Go to MyWonderfulWorld.org to learn more and get your free parent and teacher action kits. It's a wonderful world.
Back here at Miller Field here in Blackstone, Virginia. I'm John Hart along with Robbie Hart. Exciting Dixie Youth Baseball Major League. It's our double hitter in our game number 2. And we find the Lions right now trailing the Chamber only by 1 run, 2-1.
Yeah, definitely a close game here. The question is, can the Lions hold on here in order to hold on enough here in order to come back and maybe make another run in the next inning? We see they move JoJo Milton from the second short center field position up to the shortstop position, which we've seen him excel at many times.
Seems like JoJo excels at every time, whenever they put him in, he loves the ball game. All right, here comes DJ Coleman now. I think he's pitching. Is this Foster? And this one's a foul down the third base line, ball number 1.
This is Devon Foster up to bat for the Chamber of Commerce. Devon, of course, is a very good hitter, too. Like half the team of Chambers good hitters, huh?
Boy, you know, you talk about how big Will is, how big Matthew is, but boy, Foster towers over both of them.
Yeah.
Here comes now the pitch. This one's going to be in the dirt for ball number 1. So ball 1 and strike number 1. Here comes now the next pitch. DJ would like to get 3 up and 3 down if he can, but not going to do it that way.
Yeah, he's have to bring him up a little more there.
Yep.
One advantage DJ has over Lawson is he's only pitched 20 pitches so far. So and most of them, 15 of those have been strikes.
DJ looks now, releases, and still falling way short for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike.
I think he's grabbing the ball a little too hard on that one. It's causing his throw to be off.
Well, you know, it don't take much. It's something little like that. And if you're not holding the ball just right one day or something, that will throw your pitch way off.
Way off, yeah.
3 balls and 1 strike now to Foster. Here comes now the pitch from Coleman. And that one went completely the opposite. And that will be a walk. And that puts the runner on first base.
I believe it's Ben Trebet, assuming he's not the one that... But to find out when the next...
And there's a time being called.
Base on ball for Tillman. And play number 1, Ben Trebet.
Yeah, it is Ben Trebet. Okay. And they're going to have a little bit of a power here in the center field. And they're bringing in
JoJo McMillan.
They are bringing in
JoJo.
JoJo.
Look at that smile. I mean, look at that smile on his face. Boy, JoJo he just has the ball out there.
Well, you know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make DJ last as long as it could before they brought JoJo in, so JoJo wouldn't have to pitch as many innings. Because remember, that's the reason they didn't do it. That's the reason they lost that last game. Frankly, is that JoJo just ran out of gas at the end.
All right, we're going to play one commercial, and we'll be right back right here on FM 90.9 while JoJo McMillan winds up and warms up for the Lions. Be right back.
What does your world sound like? That's geography, the music of the world around you. Geography is people, places, environments, and economics. Geography gives us the framework for understanding our world. But sadly, our kids aren't getting enough of it. Half can't locate economic powers like Japan and India, and 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. That's why we created MyWonderfulWorld.org. It's part of a free National Geographic-led campaign to give our kids the power of global knowledge. Go to MyWonderfulWorld.org to learn more and get your free parent and teacher action kits. It's a wonderful world.
Back here at Miller Field as JoJo McMillan warms up for the Lions. So already we've had a pitching change and DJ Coleman. And what was DJ's ratio? He didn't do too bad.
16 balls and 15 strikes, so not bad at all. He actually didn't pitch all that many pitches. I guess they're just trying to keep JoJo from having to pitch an entire game again with his 100 and some pitches he needs to throw. Anyways, here we go. Starting out pitch, bat hitter is going to be Ben Trebet will face JoJo McMillan here first.
JoJo McMillan is kind of like the Lions ace in the hole. So when here comes the pitch, and that'll be in there for ball 1. But JoJo has got one thing nice about JoJo's got a lot of different off-speed pitches.
Yeah.
He throws a good curveball, and he throws a pretty good fastball as well. Here comes the next pitch. Now being there outside for ball number 2, 2 balls and 1 strike.
But we've also seen one thing that JoJo likes to do is hit that outside corner a lot, and as a result, a lot of the batters have started to crowd on that plate to offset that advantage.
Here comes now the pitch.
Strike.
In there for strike number 1. There goes Foster down first base. They're going to try to get him. Coleman is playing shortstop and got over there, but didn't quite get him. And now that with no outs, Foster's on third in scoring position. Second with scoring position.
Come here. Come here.
Somebody's saying, come here.
I guess not listening.
Here comes now the pitch from JoJo. And that was going to be low and actually outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I have three balls and 1 strike. Someone hit a wrong button. I have 3 balls and 1 strike here.
Okay. Yep, I think it is 3 and 1. Here comes the pitch.
Red ball.
I don't know about that one.
I thought that was a strike for sure. That brings up Dylan Prof at the bat now for the Chamber of Commerce.
So runners on first and second, now with Profit coming up. Trouble is, there's no outs.
Yeah, that's what hurts you right there.
JoJo, once again, puts that
At the plate,
smile on his face and saying, okay, guys, look, we've got to get it. Get the guy at third base if you can. It's a ground ball. Here comes now the pitch. Way high for a ball 1.
You see JoJo having a hard time getting in his groove here. So far, only 1 strike so far out of 6 of the pitches so far.
Here comes now the pitch. Oh, that was a nice one now. Swing and a miss by Profit for strike 1. But it didn't matter. If he didn't swing at it, it was going to be a strike anyway.
Yeah, I had a lot of speed on it as well. So just overall, good pitch when we get right down to it.
And here comes swing and a miss, strike number 2. That had pretty good speed. A little bit high maybe, but...
Well, we said before, when you get enough speed on there, all you got to do is get it close and people are going to swing at it. We said, how many times have we said that?
Here comes now the pitch. Good windup. And that was a
high one.
That was one of those all-speed pitches we talked about. That fell in. But the count goes to 2-2 for ball number 2. Runners on first and second with no outs. JoJo would like to retire this. At least get that first out up. Here comes now the pitch. And this one's going to be a pop-up. JoJo calls it. He does. Oh. And he runs towards Foster on second base like, hey, I'm going to throw you out. However, everybody gets back on base in time. And
Besides, better of it says, you know what, I don't want to take a chance of throwing the ball and have the guy run around on me. This brings up Mr. I don't know who the heck this is. Who did you say this was? This Inge? This isn't Barry. I'm not sure who this is.
Well,
oh, well,
we'll see. The runners on first and second. Here comes the pitch from McMillan. That one's in there. Ooh, that was close. That was in it for ball 1, but that looked close, Robbie.
That looked very, very close. I would have said that was a strike personally, but Barry's up next.
This umpire's got an extremely tight strike zone.
Yeah, that's how.
He's the one that umpired the other night with the Chamber and Legion. And
strike ball.
He went for a bunt, and that's why they called it a strike.
Yeah, he didn't pull his bat back in time.
It's 1 ball and 1 strike now with 1 out. Runners on first and second for the Chamber. Here in the second inning, here comes the pitch. And that was kind of looked like a curveball to me. Yeah, then in for strike number 2. So that was a nice throw by JoJo.
Very nice throw, yeah.
So JoJo looks, now winds up and releases it, and then that's another all-speed pitch. That'll go foul, and the count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes with 1 out.
Hey, JoJo's about to fall off the mound up there, you know.
Now JoJo picks up a rock and throws it back so nobody will trip over it.
No, mainly him.
Smiles now, winds up, and here comes the next pitch. And he, that was a foul
ball.
But did they actually hit him? Yeah. Is that what they're saying?
No, but it's swinging around. It was a count as a strike. No,
that is. He takes his base. So I'm not exactly sure. And now here, and of course the coach, Smith, is saying, wait a minute, this ain't right. Now he turns around in disgust and walks back and says, man, I can't believe that. Well, that puts running first, second, and third. JoJo smiles.
Number 2, Barry, big
and he smiles and shakes his head once again. Said, okay, guys, 1 out. Let's get a double play if they can. Here comes now the pitch from McMillan. And it's a hard hit ball. He will throw it to home plate. They get him out, get the lead runner. Nice play. JoJo kind of checked everybody. Didn't really have to. It didn't make any difference, but he get that all-important second out.
Well, Logan,
most of all, stop that run coming in too. That brings up Mr. Logan Powell. We've seen Logan hit the ball to the moon here many times this year. So,
Logan, in fact, has had an extremely good year.
2 outs, run on everything.
Only struck out one time, Robbie. One time this year.
Wow, pretty good.
Yep, here comes the next pitch. This one's going to be foul back, strike one. But last year, when he played for Dunright in the minors, he didn't strike out at all.
Yeah.
And by the way, he did really, really good in the minor league All-Stars as well.
He's going to step off here.
So if you're a Chamber, you got the right man up to bat with bases loaded with 2 outs.
You know it.
Here comes the next pitch. And this one's going to be foul back, strike number 2.
That puts Logan way behind here in the count. JoJo needs, if JoJo got some trick pitch up his sleeve, now's the time to use it.
Well, you might see it coming up.
I'd be throwing Logan a sucker ball if I were.
Well, you might see it. Here comes out a pitch.
Got him.
And strike number 3, and Logan didn't like that. So, as we go now, what, to the 3rd inning?
Bottom of the second.
Bottom of the second. Right now, it's a close game, 2-1. We will be right back right after this.
Need trustworthy, qualified individuals to handle your payroll, bookkeeping, or taxes? The doctors are on call. You need the accounting surgeons. Contact Mary today and set up your appointment. Put your business in safe and confidential hands, the hands of the accounting surgeons. Call Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The phone number to call is 434-538-0595. The accounting surgeons, located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe.
What does your world sound like? That's geography, the music of the world around you. Geography is people, places, environments, and economics. Geography gives us the framework for understanding our world. But sadly, our kids aren't getting enough of it. Half can't locate economic powers like Japan and India, and 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. That's why we created MyWonderfulWorld.org. It's part of a free National Geographic-led campaign to give our kids the power of global knowledge. Go to MyWonderfulWorld.org to learn more and get your free parent and teacher action kits. It's a wonderful world.
We're back here at Dillard Field. I'm Sean Hart along with Robbie Hart right here on FM 90.9 WPEX Radio and broadcasting live on www.wpex.com. Joan Lawson will remain in pitching for the Chamber. And as we get into the bottom of the second,
we got Carson Anderson's going to be at the bat first, followed by Adam Shelton, and Carlin Bent's after him, and they get that far. It's going to be Carter Ball after that. So a couple of hitters coming up here, trying to change some of the line's luck here. They're only down by 1, which is not much, but they need to start putting some points on the board. They can't get into another stalemate in a battle of attrition like they did the other night against them.
The only thing is, again, as we said all year long, the Chamber's pitching depth is just extraordinary. Yeah. And I mean, so they got, they still got RD waiting in the wings.
You can't play the game of
got Morris waiting in the wings.
You can't play the game of wearing down all your pitchers because
you got Logan Powell waiting in the wings too. You got a lot of good actually players.
Yeah. Not do that long of a song,
Why not? I'm just keeping it going.
Here we go. Mr. Carson Anderson at the bat.
Here comes the pitch from Lawson.
Outside.
That's outside for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. 2-1, the Chamber leads. Only by 1 run, though.
not much in this top again.
Here comes the next pitch, way high for ball 2.
And I think poor Anderson was running away on that one. I think it was coming fast and high. He had no idea where it was going to wind up at, frankly.
Only trouble with Lawson gets himself behind. He throws a lot of pitches. Here comes the pitch.
Strike.
And that was right in him down there for strike 1.
Yeah, that was right down the middle there. Yeah, Lawson's running about 50% bat to strike ratio so far in this game.
So 2 balls and 1 strike now. Here comes down the pitch.
Strike.
And that was a strike. Boy, that was
in there.
That was a Matthew home run ball there. That was right down.
You can't just sit there and watch this go by.
No, sir. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. But it took 4 pitches to get to this point.
Yeah.
Here comes the next pitch.
Strike.
And that's strike 3. And that was a blooper. That ball didn't have nothing on it.
Yeah, that was one.
And it was right down the middle.
One that Anderson really should have had. Adam Shelton up next for the lines.
Get set, Adam. Back, buddy.
So here comes down Lawson. Looks.
Oh, Logan, get ready, son.
And here comes the pitch.
Strike.
And well, that's the third pitch he's thrown in a row was a strike.
Yep.
So that's no balls and 1 strike.
Hit the ball, Adam. Get ready, Andrew.
Here comes down the pitch. And that's no balls and 2 strikes. And they're just letting the ball go by.
Yeah.
Think they're going to be balls. You just can't do that in this league.
Well, eventually, like I said, especially when this pitcher's hot right now.
And a swing and a miss, strike number 3. And now we bring up the second out.
Carlin Benson at the bat now for the lines. A little bit smaller guy here, smaller strike zone. See if Lawson has any luck against him.
Here comes the pitch.
High.
That'll be high, ball 1. Like you said,
That's gonna be a tough strike zone.
quite a bit of difference between those 2 players.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough strike zone. I mean,
Yep.
Lawson's got the thread and needle here.
Here comes the next pitch.
He did.
And actually he did, but he slowed down an awful
He said,
lot.
okay, I got to get in there. I just got to toss.
That ball came in there about 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, that was one that Carlin Benson should have had a piece of there.
Here comes the next pitch. And that ball was, was just blooping down there.
Yeah,
That'll be ball number 2.
Lawson slowed way down in order to try to force it in there is what he's doing.
Now they're going to wait on it. Look at that. Now that's going to be high for ball number 3, but if they're going to wait on it, why?
Juwan is going, come on, the guy's so small, I can't get a hit on him. Like trying to thread a needle here.
Here comes the next pitch.
In the dirt.
That was way low, and that'll be ball number 4. Now put a runner on third base.
That brings Mr. Carter Ball to bat for the Lions.
Carter Ball.
Well, let's see what Carter can do.
Juwan Lawson's like, well, what are you going to do, right?
The thing is, one of the problems that the Lions are having, Robbie, and here comes a little powwow. But here's one thing that they're doing is the Lions, and they need to be able to get these men in, but you're leaving a lot of men on base.
Yeah, and you can't do that. I mean, you can't leave a lot of guys stranded. You do that too many times.
Remind everybody about the DVDs that Mr. Hart makes.
There you go. See, talking about DVDs again.
Making them of this game and just about every other game that's been played here this year. They are $20. He donates 25% back to the rec association. And they are very professionally done.
McMillan's grandmother's been very nice to us. Been buying these.
Yes.
It helps out a lot. Helps out the league.
It helps a lot. Helps out quite a bit.
Reset things here. Go on.
Okay, we're back and everybody's getting back and resuming play here. Runner on first base with 2 outs. And they're trying to get Carter going. That's going to be down low, ball number 1.
I gotta say, I'm looking at stats from Juwan's old pitches too. He's been running. He is getting a higher strike ratio than he has in the past. So, gotta give him credit on that. He's running about 50% strike to ball ratio. That's a strike.
Yep. That's nice. Pretty pitch.
One said pretty pitch, and that was a pretty pitch. Right down the middle, and that being there for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Talk about threading a needle here. And that was not.
That'll be low for ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. So big gap right in the middle, actually right down the, if someone hits it right down the pike between the shortstop and the second base.
Therein lies the problem, though, doesn't it?
Here comes the angle pitch. That'll be low, ball number 3.
No, he's not going to try to run.
And the runner just stays there and like he's frozen. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Lions would love to get this second runner on base here. Get back to the top of their batting order.
Here comes now the pitch from Juwan. That one's going to be way low. That will do just that.
It's a walk anyway.
Base on balls.
A lot of running for nothing, I'm afraid.
Well, it's good practice.
That brings up Mr. Austin Golden at the bat for the Lions.
Mr. Austin Golden, the shortstop.
Austin had got out with got a hold the ball back in the first inning, but it ended up being they're having that's a third. They're going to have a pitching change. You have to change the pitcher at the third timeout, right?
Yes.
So we're definitely going to see a pitching change here then. I imagine Logan Powell's going to be taking over if I were betting man. And guess what? Logan Powell's taking over.
So with Logan coming in, he will go in. What was Juwan's final stats?
54 pitches thrown, 26 strikes, 28 balls, 2 hits against him, and 11 balls fouled.
Powell takes the mound.
So with that, we're going to be back while Lilywalt Powell will come in and pitch. We'll be back right after this here on FM 90.9 WPEX.
What does your world sound like? That's geography. The music of the world around you. Geography is people, places, environments, and economics. Geography gives us the framework for understanding our world. But sadly, our kids aren't getting enough of it. Half can't locate economic powers like Japan and India, and 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. That's why we created MyWonderfulWorld.org. It's part of a free National Geographic-led campaign to give our kids the power of global knowledge. Go to MyWonderfulWorld.org to learn more and get your free parent and teacher action kits. It's a wonderful world.
Here we go. Austin Golden to the bat first for the Lions, starting out their try to keep their streak alive here. Coming on base with Benson on second and Ball on first.
Well, let's see what Lilywalt Powell can do. It's a pitching change. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a strike.
Right down. That was a nice pitch, too. Strike one.
Austin just can't sit there and watch him go by there. We know Austin Golden can hit the ball. We've seen him do it in the past.
So here comes the next pitch from Logan. And this one's going to, that was right
very late.
Late pitch, but that was going to be a strike
swing,
anyway.
Yeah.
I'll be in there for strike number 2.
I think Austin was waiting for that one, and he waited too long.
There's runners on first and second. Here comes the next pitch. And he breaks it. That's going to be strike number 3. That retires the side. So, as we go in now to the top of the third, and it's 2-1, a close game. We'll be right back right after this.
Need trustworthy, qualified individuals to handle your payroll, bookkeeping, or taxes? The doctors are on call. You need the accounting surgeons. Contact Mary today and set up your appointment. Put your business in safe and confidential hands, the hands of the accounting surgeons. Call Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The phone number to call is 434-538-0595. The accounting surgeons, located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe. Don't settle for less than the best. Call Debbie's Doodles today for your beautiful professional business cards, church and business stationery, church bulletin signs, and much, much more. And if you need a design and not quite sure what you want, have a sit-down consult with Debbie and she'll fix you right up with just the right one for your business, church, or organization. Be blessed with the best, giving God the glory for it all. Debbie's Doodles, located at 501 Brunswick Avenue in Blackstone. For more information, call 434-292-3378.
Miller Field right here on FM 90.9 WPEX Radio. As we go to the top of the third, 2-1, and a nice close game.
Yeah, very good game here we got going here. The trick for the Lions is going to be right now. This is probably the game-defining moment for them right here. Can they hang on and make it through these next couple batters without any more points being scored against them? If they can, this would open them up for making some more runs coming up in the next inning. If they can't, however, if the Chambers able to run away on them, it could be quite ugly for them. However, the Chamber has some good hitters coming up for Chambers, so Lions are going to be a hard couple of batters for Lions, no doubt about that.
What you don't want to do is load up the bases with no outs and that kind of thing, you know. And if you can keep that from happening one way or the other, then that will put you, you know,
into a good
keep
position.
the momentum going, you know, on your side.
Yep.
Both times, Lions, each inning, Lions have left, like on the first inning, Lions have left 3 men on when they went out.
Second, they left 2 men on.
And the second, they've left 2 men on.
Start things off here at the top of the third.
Now, to be fair, the Chambers done the same thing. They've left 2 people on in the first inning and 3 people on in the second inning.
So here goes. JoJo McMillan will remain in his pitching naturally. Here comes out the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike number 1.
By the way, Andrew Pumfret the bat for the Chamber of Commerce. Andrew has been a good hitter this year. Made a good base hit back in the first inning, bringing a run. Archie, no, base hit. He didn't bring a run, but he made a run at the end.
This one's going to be a hard hit ball. And Joe, he tosses it to McMillan. McMillan will get him at first base, and a nice play.
Good teamwork there.
Nice teamwork.
JoJo making a hustle play there.
JoJo McMillan is all over the field, Robbie.
The kid can move. I got to admit that much.
He really is fast.
He moves around.
There's that smile on his face. Look, look, look.
I bet he is smiling, but he's got a tough batter, so he better, if smile makes a pitch good, he better be smiling big now, because he's got Juwan Lawson at the bat now. He's nodding away his signals.
They're going to pitch inside to him. Here comes the pitch.
Caught him.
Juwan swung and missed.
Oh.
That really caught, and that caught Juwan off guard. That was way inside. Juwan didn't expect that one. No, sir.
And you notice he's playing away from the box now, so JoJo's managed to push him away from the plate a little bit.
All right, here comes now the next pitch. And that's going to be inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You can tell by that, though, JoJo's just digging down. He's throwing everything he has against his batter. He's not playing around here.
Again, Juwan is almost in back of the batter's box. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be a little bit low for ball number 2.
And you can tell, like I said, JoJo is pitching hard right now. We're seeing him pitch harder than he usually ever does right now. Again, he's taking this batter very seriously for obvious reasons. Juwan Lawson, great hitter, got a base hit back in the first inning.
So 2 balls and 1 strike to Juwan Lawson. Here comes the pitch way high. That'll be 3 balls and 1 strike. And I think JoJo is just trying to give him pitches that he just just can't hit.
Good pitches, yeah, that makes sense. That's good strategy by
pitcher. That's
probably hoping that he'll go after one of these bad pitches and make an easy strikeout.
Here comes the next pitch. And this one's going to be hard.
Look at JoJo in the net there. Oh, nice snag by play.
Wow. JoJo, he snagged it.
I think the most valuable player should go to JoJo McMillan in this ball game. He has been out in the field. He's been catching them. He has been, playing good defense. He's been pitching good. So.
Joshua Bronson.
That brings up Mr. Joshua Bronson the bat now for the Chamber of Commerce. And
look at JoJo smiling. Look at that. I love it. Here comes the next pitch. It's in here high for ball 1. Oh, boy.
I bet he is smiling after that grab. Yeah, the MVP of this game is definitely JoJo, no matter what happened. Even if they lose the game, he's still the best, probably the most valuable player.
Here comes now the next pitch. And it's a hard hit ball. And this one goes to the third baseman. It's going to be get him. 3 up and 3 down for the Lions, and a nice play by the third baseman there. So as we go into the bottom of the third, it is 2-1. Chambers still holding on to only a 1-run lead. We'll be right back right after this.
Don't settle for less than the best. Call Debbie's Doodles today for your beautiful professional business cards, church and business stationery, church bulletin signs, and much, much more. And if you need a design and not quite sure what you want, have a sit-down consult with Debbie and she'll fix you right up with just the right one for your business, church, or organization. Be blessed with the best, giving God the glory for it all. Debbie's Doodles, located at 501 Brunswick Avenue in Blackstone. For more information, call 434-292-3378.
What does your world sound like? That's geography, the music of the world around you. Geography is people, places, environments, and economics. Geography gives us the framework for understanding our world. But sadly, our kids aren't getting enough of it. Half can't locate economic powers like Japan and India, and 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. That's why we created MyWonderfulWorld.org. It's part of a free National Geographic-led campaign to give our kids the power of global knowledge. Go to MyWonderfulWorld.org to learn more and get your free parent and teacher action kits. It's a wonderful world.
Back to the live action right here on FM 90.9 WPEX Radio.
JoJo McMillan will be batting first for the Lions this inning.
Here comes the first pitch by Lily Wild Powell, and that's in there for strike one.
That was a pretty slow one, too. I mean, JoJo doesn't know he probably should have swung at that one.
Well, if there's any time that now the Lions need to get going, this is it.
This is it right here. This is the time to do it.
Here comes the pitch from Lily Wild. And JoJo did like a little dance on that one, little hop.
Call it the one-legged shuffle there.
Yeah, the one-legged shuffle ended up being in there for ball one ball and one strike. Logan Powell came in last inning and relieved Joan Lawson. Here comes the next pitch. And another dance by JoJo McMillan will bring it to 2 balls and 1 strike.
It's a squirmy little guy, you know that?
He can move.
He can move.
Here comes the next pitch.
He danced a little too much that time. The umpire.
That's weird. Why did he had a dance in that one?
That was a low.
Oh, you know why, don't you? Because look where he's standing at, right at the. And this one's going to be a hard hit ball to the third baseman. They're going to try to get him, but he might be safe. He is safe. And Logan Powell is just beside himself.
That was close. I could have gone either way.
Number 5, Lex.
This brings Lex Swabbington to the bat now for the Lions. Lex made a walk last time he was up the bat. Got all the way to third base before being left there by the end of the inning.
Well, here comes the next pitch by. This one get through, and this will go. McMillan will hold up at second base, and now runners on first and second with no outs, Robbie.
And that brings McMillan on second, Swabbington on first. Come to bat, we got William Lee to bat. And like I said, this is the guy you want right now. This is it. He made a double last time he was up back in the first inning and has an RBI to his name as well.
The runners on first and second with no out with Lee coming up. Here's going to be an interesting how Lily Watt pitches to him. Right down the middle, and it's safe.
Foul.
Oh, it's going to be a foul. Oh, boy, I don't know. I'd have still ran on that one, though.
Get him at first.
Everyone thought it was a fair ball, but William, who was like, that's not fair. He put his hands up like, what are you talking about? That wasn't fair. Hit the plate.
Okay, foul ball, excuse me.
So, anyway, no balls and 1 strike there to William Lee. Here comes the pitch. And a hard hit ball, line drive. This one's going to go all the way to the fence. Here comes another run to score.
Tie game.
And now this is a tie ball game. And they slide in. He drops the ball. And
another double.
And a double by William Lee. What a hard hit ball to left. He puts his hands up and says, Yahoo!
More important, that gets the all-important tying run up the bat, up on the bag. So now we got a tie game here in the bottom of the third.
Runners on second and third right now for the Lions. And it's tied score here in the third inning.
Swabbington on third and Lee on second.
More importantly, there's no outs, Robbie. Here comes the pitch now from Logan Powell. And this one's going to be a bloop up. And They're going to try him at first base. He'll get lucky. Here comes the
overthrown ball.
This could go an over. There was an overthrown ball, and now it's 3-2 Lions.
Puts them on the corners for DJ Coleman.
Now, the only thing is, how's this going to affect Lily Powell?
Yeah, Logan Powell.
You know, sometimes this affects them.
Yeah, it's a pitcher. It's tough. I mean, a couple of things don't go your way, and you know, sometimes it's you kind of make your own bad luck sometimes without realizing it.
And his dad, Logan Powell, sees it right away. He's the coach.
Yeah, very
and
smart
he's going to
move.
come out and he's going to calm not only Lily Wap down, but Logan. He's also going to calm everybody else
the whole
down.
infield down. Yeah, say, okay, guys, you know what to do. You're only down by 1 point. This is nothing, especially considering your next batter or two, and you're past the meat of the Lions lineup. So calm down, make your routes. You know, and this is probably the best majors game we've seen all year here, isn't it?
So anyway, it's 4-2 they got up there.
I'm seeing 3-2. Unless, yeah, Morris on first. No, I have 3-2 according to my thing.
Well, we'll see. Let's call it 3-2 for now.
Let's call it 3-2 for now. What do you think?
So anyway, here comes the pitch from Logan. And that one's going to be inside. Ball one, they're going to, I thought they were going to try to get the runner going down second base, but nothing doing.
That puts Lee on third, Morris on second with DJ Coleman at the bat.
Here comes the pitch from Logan, and that went right down into the dirt for ball number 2. And this is what you got to worry about.
Yeah, you got 2 runners in scoring position. DJ can't hit the ball. We see him hit the ball many times. You get a hold of a good hit, it's going to bust that small down wide open.
And this one's going to be very, very low, and he actually hits in front of the plate while he's in there for ball number 3. 3 balls and no strikes.
That's Logan's third ball in a row. Like you said, I mean, sometimes it's tough. Some things don't break your way, and it's hard as the pitcher to come back from that.
Here comes now the pitch. Lines up, and it hits DJ right in the helmet. And DJ will now take first base.
That brings up Mr. Kevin Dalton at the bat now for the Lions. Bases are loaded. Coleman on first, Morris on second, Lee on third base. No out still so far.
And something that I'm just didn't expect from the Chamber is they're running into pitching problems.
Well, I mean, again, every pitcher can have a bad day. It's just, they've had 2 pitchers have bad days on the same day. That's a problem.
But that one went right down in there for strike number 1. Nice pitch. If I was Logan, I think I would stick to that one.
Oh yeah,
that was a nice pitch.
Sometimes when you're having trouble, it's time to go back to basics. Just try to throw the basic fastball and get strikes.
Here comes the next pitch, and he did it again. It's in there for strike number 2.
Hey, that's all right, bud. That's all right.
And now
so that
Kevin Dalton finds himself way behind the count here. Gonna have to protect that plate now. Anything close, he's gonna be swinging at it.
Here comes now the pitch from Logan, and it's a foul back. Still strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Runners on first, second, and third. That makes bases loaded, obviously, with no outs. Lions are leading right now, 3-2. Scoreboard says 4-2, so I'm not sure exactly what's right, but let's say 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike number 3, and I'll retire.
Nope.
Him.
That's only 1 out. That means Carson Anderson at the bat now.
Is Carson Anderson.
Last time we saw Carson was back in the second inning.
Got 1 down, bases juiced.
Bases juiced. You should the announcers should volunteer to do our instructional league. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Here comes now the pitch. Well, actually, he'd be very good at it, though.
Yeah.
Mr. Sproul, by the way, is doing the press box now. So he does a good job, though. He really does. He brings in all these little game zingers between the innings and everything, and he does a good job. He's just so loud with our crowd mic. That's the only problem with us.
He's on a DVD more than we are.
1 ball and no strike. Here comes the next pitch. This one's going to be low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strike. And this is one time Logan doesn't want to walk anybody.
Don't want to walk a guy right now. That being said, Logan kind of relax. Tell him to loosen up. Just throw strikes. You don't have to do anything really special here. Just nice, good strikes. That's all you need to do. If they get a hold of one, leave it to your infield to handle.
Logan takes aim now, pitches the ball, and that was a beauty. Oh, I could see that from here. Beautiful, beautiful, right down the pipe.
And like I said, if I were to coach, he's safe. Try to take a run over. Oh, they got him.
They got him on second, on third base.
2 down.
They called Lee leading off just too far. That's an important play.
Yeah, that puts a second out. That means only one more out away from getting out of this inning.
Here comes the next pitch. That's in there for ball 3. I think you got, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike.
That's what I have.
A walk here will...
Very important. That was a very important out. It makes it for now. Even if he walks it, it won't bring a guy in.
Here comes the next pitch. Down in the dirt again, ball 4. And now the bases are loaded again.
Adam Shelton at the bat now for the Lions.
So as I say, like the press box announcer, now the bases are juiced once again. But the big difference, you got 2 outs.
That's a big difference.
So a fly ball to Joan Lawson or something and gets caught is going to end it. Nobody scores. So here comes Logan now. Throws it way low for ball 1. Well, I wouldn't say way low. That was
close. That's right.
It could have been close.
Just below his kneecaps. He would have brought
I knew it was low though. It was in there for ball 1. Here comes the next pitch. And that was outside for ball 2. Logan's having a little trouble hitting that right corner.
Yeah. Like I said, when you're having trouble like this, is go back to basics. Just concentrate on getting a good strike right now.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to be too fancy right now. Just try to get strikes.
That one's way in the dirt. Bases are loaded, and one more is going to, and Logan's going to walk another one in. Pumphrey will come out and say, hey, calm down, man. You know, everything's okay, Logan.
No big deal. Just 3 good throws, all you need. 3 good throws.
And here comes now the pitch from Logan. This one's going to be in there for strike 1. The trouble is, to get that one in there, Logan had to take a lot of speed off of it.
But like we said before, it's kind of, when you're having trouble, go back to basics.
Yeah.
Concentrate on strikes and then build from that foundation.
3-1. Here comes the pitch, and that's a foul back, and that brings the count to full.
Now, anything can happen here. This could be an interesting
well, something's going to happen. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A walk brings a runner in. A strikeout ends the inning. And he calls it a strike.
Got him looking for the 3rd out.
So 3 men left on, and they didn't get that any of those runners in. But it's 3-2 is what we have.
4.
And they say 4. But anyway, we'll find out as the game goes along. We'll be back right after this on FM 90.9 WPEX.
Need trustworthy, qualified individuals to handle your payroll, bookkeeping, or taxes? The doctors are on call. You need the accounting surgeons. Contact Mary today and set up your appointment. Put your business in safe and confidential hands, the hands of the accounting surgeons. Call Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The phone number to call is 434-538-0595. The accounting surgeons, located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe.
What does your world sound like? That's geography, the music of the world around you. Geography is people, places, environments, and economics. Geography gives us the framework for understanding our world. But sadly, our kids aren't getting enough of it. Half can't locate economic powers like Japan and India, and 20% can't even find the Pacific Ocean. That's why we created MyWonderfulWorld.org. It's part of a free National Geographic-led campaign to give our kids the power of global knowledge. Go to MyWonderfulWorld.org to learn more and get your free parent and teacher action kits. It's a wonderful world.
Back here at Miller Field, and it's 3-2 right now as we got it. 4-2 if you look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, a little bit of,
we're going to go with 3-2 right now. Still, Chamber behind.
I'll try to give Siddle 3 or 4. You know, I don't know. He's going to say 4, of course.
Whatever.
Exactly.
I don't know what to say. Anyway, Lions have come back and so far got a 1-run lead. So this is still a very close and very good game as we go here to the top of the 4th.
Yeah, starting out the Lions lineup here in the bottom of the top of the 4th inning round, there's going to be Ross Crafton, followed by R.D. Ryan Dalton, and Devon Foster coming up to bat here. And after him would be Ben Trivette. It's going to get that far.
And you know, one of the things that we were discussing earlier, the hitting for Chambers got a lot of depth in it too.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's really what's really given them a big advantage so far in any of these games. You can't just take any of them really lightly at all.
All right, here comes McMillan now, winds up and throws it high, and Trivette kind of
runs for his life.
Actually, on that one.
That's Crafton, I think, right?
Or Crafton, or whoever it is. Wishes he was somebody else at that pitch.
Crafton could definitely hit the ball. He has 2 RBIs and a base hit for a day.
1 ball and no strike. Here comes the next pitch.
Inside.
And he had a dive out on that one. That'll be an in for ball 2. 2 balls in, 1 and no strikes.
Poor Crafton's probably thinking that JoJo has it in for him and is trying to hit him. That's 2 way inside ones that almost got him.
Well, they're right up at the plate. Here comes the next pitch. That one a little bit low for ball 3.
So JoJo is now throwing 3 balls in a row.
And his umpire's starting to do like he did the other night. He's tightened up his strike zone. You're going to have to be really, really accurate to get strikes out of this guy. Here comes the next pitch. And he called it a strike, and he waited on it, basically.
Yeah. And I think a lot of these umpires, if you sit there and play a waiting game, that strike zone is going to get a lot bigger.
3 balls and 1 strike. Here comes JoJo McMillan with the next pitch. And this one's going to be a foul up. Yeah, I thought it was going to hit our broadcast booth for it.
Please return all balls to the field or the press box. Thank you very much.
That brings up a full count situation for Ross Crafton, though.
3 balls and 2 strikes in a full count. He'll probably be swinging at this one. Here comes now the pitch from JoJo. And he does hit it. It's a fly ball. They call it and makes a nice second base catch. And that will be out. Number 1.
Now number 1. That brings up Mr. R.D. Ryan Dalton for the next shot here.
So Ryan Dalton's going to be up.
R.D. got a piece of it last inning. Yep. It went on the ground though and wasn't able to make much of it, but he did hit it, so not something you want to take lightly either.
Here comes out a pitch, R.D. That's going to be low, ball number 1. Think a good job Matthew Hart is doing. This is his day off for baseball, so he's up there on top of the white elephant.
In other words, we drafted him.
Yep. Okay, here comes McMillan with the next pitch, and this one's going to be a foul back. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
RD up there with that, $300 bat he has there?
I don't know what his bat cost. It was Logan Powell that had a $500 bat last year.
We always joke around the cost of these bats there.
I asked Coach Logan Powell, his father, too,
about
that $500. He said he didn't want to discuss it, so. All right. Here comes the next pitch. And this was a change-up, blooper, high, and he swung, and he struck him out.
Where's he going? It's only 2 strikes.
That's only 2.
Yeah, that's only 2. That's what I had, 2 strikes. The scoreboard had 2 strikes.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the only way I'd ever pay $500 for a bat if it was made out of gold. You know, it's the only way I'd ever pay $500 for a bat.
Oh, well.
Or a giant piece of rubber when I hit the ball, it'd go a mile. I'll take either one at this point.
Well, McMillan, the hit of his batter so far. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here he goes to pitch. And a change-up, nice off-speed pitch, and that is strike 3.
I think RD may have forecasted failure on that one, unfortunately.
Well, here comes Foster that's coming up. Foster can nail the ball as well. Like I said, even one thing that does...
Foster can nail the ball to the moon.
Amazes to me, like we discussed. Even in the bottom end of the Chambers lineup, got good hitters. And he hits the ball, that goes foul. And that'll be in there for strike number 1.
That one hit his leg and bounces the plate and right to his ankle. That can't feel good. That hurt me just seeing that one.
So the left fielder of the Lions are playing way, way back. Here comes the pitch from McMillan.
High.
And that one's going to be high and inside, actually, for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, the center field, DJ Coleman, is playing more towards the middle. left fielder is playing back, so both fielders kind of like is playing back with the center field playing kind of close. Here comes the pitch. This one's going to be just the opposite in there for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. With 2 outs, though, McMillan can afford to walk a man.
That he can, yeah.
Here comes now the windup and the pitch. Well, he's swinging a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 goes the count. As the sun is starting to set here at Miller Field, we're getting a little bit of, feels a little bit cooler anyway.
Well, it's cool in here. The AC starts working better when the sun goes down.
It does.
It does, doesn't it?
2-2 is a count. McMillan with that big grin on the face winds up and throw, and it's in there for ball 3. That'll be full count.
Full count situation here. JoJo's been getting into a lot of those here lately. Again, not a good thing to do when you're a pitcher is get into a lot of full count. That just burns your arm up.
Well, the thing is, though, we've seen JoJo pitch 120, 130 pitches.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to do that every day.
I wouldn't want to do that, no, but, you know, here comes the pitch. Right down the middle, strike 3, now the lines will come up. So, as we go to the bottom of the 4th right now, it will be, they still say 4-2, but we'll say 3-2. Right now, the Lions over the Chamber. We'll be right back right after this.
Need trustworthy, qualified individuals to handle your payroll, bookkeeping, or taxes? The doctors are on call. You need the accounting surgeons. Contact Mary today and set up your appointment. Put your business in safe and confidential hands, the hands of the accounting surgeons. Call Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The phone number to call is 434-538-0595. The accounting surgeons, located at 126 East Carolina Avenue in Crewe.
Make more friends and express their individuality. When they learn to play some music, act or paint or dance or write creatively.
Hot from the toaster and filled with the essential creative thinking skills of an 18th century musical genius, Mozart Toasties are an important part of an arts-healthy childhood. Studies show that involvement in the arts helps kids increase test scores and promotes academic achievement. Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org. The arts. Ask for more. Brought to you by Americans for the Arts, the NAM Foundation, and the Ad Council.
And we are back here at Miller Field here in Blackstone, Virginia. And exciting Dixie U baseball, minor league, actually major league, and the Chamber against Lions.
Carlin Benson at the bat. He swings at a high one.
Now being here for strike number 1.
At the plate, Carlin Benson.
Here comes the next pitch from Logan. That's going to be outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Carlin walked last time he was at the bat. He's the one with that small strike zone that we were talking about earlier that Ron just couldn't seem to hit to save his life.
Here comes the next pitch. And this one's going to be low, and Logan's having trouble hitting that strike zone.
I think a professional baseball player would have trouble hitting that strike zone.
Anyway.
Strike.
And it's interesting, the batter moved up to the top of the box.
Yep.
And I don't know if that was a mistake or not. But anyway, that's a 2-2 goes the count. So here comes out the pitch. And that would be inside, but that was close.
Yeah, that was close. I thought for sure that was a strike there. It had the right height, just much been a little bit too outside.
Now this is when you want to hit it, one way or the other. 3 balls and 2 strikes, you got to protect that plate. Logan now looks, kind of winds up and tosses it right there, strike 3, and he just watched that one go by.
That brings up Mr. Carter Ball at the bat. Last time Carter was up.
Carter Ball.
Carter walked last time he was up.
Well, these guys can't depend on walks, though.
No, you can't.
Not in this league. You just, not with someone like Logan pitching. Here comes now the pitch. And that looked to me like good pitch. But
must have been a little bit too inside. Yeah. I saw Carter kind of jumping away from that one.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, 1 ball and no strikes. Here comes the next pitch. This one's going to be low, ball 2.
And by the same token, though, if you're Chamber, the last thing you want to do is walk these people, put these easy hits on the put them on base with no hits at all. That's not good. And you wear your pitcher down in the process.
Here comes Logan. Now throw this one high, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Chamber may have a deep pitching depth, but it's still not infinite.
Oh no. And here comes now the pitch, ball way that went. And now Logan can't believe that he's pitching like that.
And that brings up Mr. Austin Golden.
Ball from Mr. Carter Ball.
Now they come up to the top of the batting order, don't they?
Yep. Austin Golden to bat.
Oh, those golden.
So with 1 out, we got runner on first base.
Austin started out as a pitcher in this game.
Here comes the pitch.
Oh,
almost hit him. And there goes the runner down second base. They're going to try to get him. It's going to be close, safe.
Throw not in time.
I got to give Barry some credit. Barry's been making some good throws down to second here throughout the entire day. And he's been stopping a lot of balls getting behind him,
and now here comes Coach Johnny Powell will come out and talk to his son Logan. And this is, I think this is the second time out, isn't it?
Yeah, that's time out number 2. He does it again. He's got to change pitchers out. Unless they're going to go ahead and change it anyways. I see Mr. Pumphrey on the mound. Looks like he wants to pitch.
RD's up there as well.
They all want to try to pitch.
And he volunteers and all hands go up. But Logan says no, he's going to stay in.
They ain't taking me out yet. No. I just need to have a talk. That's all. A little talking to. I think Barry's are there talking to the catcher, trying to convince him, talking to the umpire to convince him to widen the strike zone up a little bit.
Well, folks, it's going to be interesting. We still got 3-2.
Yeah.
Scoreboard still remains 4-2, so that's going to be interesting. I'd like to find out from sure from the.
And go to second disc. So all of you watching, we're going to the second disc.